welcome along to another weekend wild camp. You're watching Daz Outdoors. I'm very much looking forward to this wild camp. It's been a while. I've been away to Greece for a holiday. I've done a recce on this new camp spot 3 or 4 weeks ago, and there's several pictures to choose from. So I've got a new bit of gear to try, so I'll bring you guys back when we're at camp. So when I've made a decision, I will hopefully show you, well, I will show you. This will be a nice flat. Right, as you can see, oh, excuse me, I've now got the bug net on because it got that intense. There's a little bit of a breeze come, and I'm hoping as the evening goes on, they will bugger off, because I'm trying to enjoy this. But I think a big factor was the sweat on me. I've got a citronella candle going inside the transier, so I'm hoping, all being well, they'll ease off as the evening goes on, so and I can take the bug net off. So I'm obviously taking up above my mouth to have a slurp, or trying to at least anyway. And back down again. So as I say, I'm not going to be defeatist. I want to get this camp done. I've been looking forward to it. I've been away to Greece. I've done the recce before I went away. Excited about pitching here. Obviously it's been a nice hot day. There's going to be midges about. There's no water, so yeah, I'm not even bothering putting the tarp up, as I've already mentioned, if I haven't already, because as I say, the ground is so hard. But the when I do finally get the things inside the tent, I'll show you my new bit of gear, because I'm hoping with this new bit of gear, this camp will eventually be a nice relaxation station. 6:10 on a Saturday evening. I think it's probably about 21 degrees. Sun's going down a little bit now. It's still beautiful. We've got a lovely opening in among the trees for all these pictures you can see in front of you, left, right, centre. The track is well back over there. Somebody's really got to venture in to find me. And with most OEX stuff, apart from the new ultralight, it's like sort of jaded khaki green. It blends in well, quite camouflage. So yeah, this is where I decided to pitch in the end. I think next time I'll have to look somewhere else, because as I've mentioned, the ground was very, very solid and hard. I've bent 2 or 3 tent pegs. I can straighten those out when I get home, but I did start to consider pitching somewhere else, because you've got a lot to choose from here. But that's the thing in a New Forest, you know, you can get a lot of gravel in the ground. But that's my setup, surrounded by beautiful foxgloves in this woodland. Again, lovely. No widow makers above me. Little bit of a holly tree bush, that's not going to come down. No winds tonight. I mean, look at this lovely tree, sort of the way sort of levels out, swoops to the ground. We got lovely ferns in here. Not been greeted by any ponies or animals this evening, but they may turn up. But yeah, I'm really happy with this pitch. Absolutely beautiful. We've got some lovely countryside in this country. We really are blessed. I mentioned I've been to Greece. It got up to 36 degrees, and for me, too hot. This is just right. Apart from the midges, but they seem to have eased off a bit now. So the transier will be up and running later. There's the rubbish bag, chair in front of the tent, and I've got a lovely beer on the go. So just before we get dinner on, I just wanted to share something with you guys. We just come back from a holiday in Greece, Corfu. Very nice island. Went to a place called Sidari on the outskirts, suburbia. Lovely places to eat out. But in general, whatever holiday you guys choose to go on, for me, my days of laying around on a sunbed is over. Now, the fact that I developed shingles on my return, I thought it was prickly heat whilst I was out there. It's neither here nor there. I've got medication, it's clearing up nicely. It's not contagious. But I'm more of a doing guy. I get bored very easily, hence that's why I've resumed the camping, or wild camping as they call it these days, after many years. So we've booked a cruise for next year in hope that there'll be plenty of activities to go ashore, the different destinations we visit. But you know, I suppose as Brits we're never satisfied. I mean, I mentioned previously that it did get up to 36 degrees and that's far too hot, and we were always complaining it's too cold, it's too wet, it's too dark. But every one of us must have some form of escapism, and I'm fortunate, like many of you guys I suppose, that I do enjoy the seasons. Excuse me 1 minute, Midgie, away you go, because I can camp out in all weathers with the gear I've now got, and I do enjoy it. It's a challenge, but it's an enjoyable challenge. So in between the wet, the dark months, I've got something to escape from, you know, the day-to-day grind of work that many of us do. I absolutely love this wild camping, as they call it today. They didn't call it that in the 70s, but nevertheless, you know, whatever it is you feel that gives you some form of escapism, please do it. It's good for your mental health. It's a short-term goal until maybe your big holiday booked in the summer, wherever you may go, whether it's a cruise or a package holiday. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this wild camp prior to going to Greece, whilst I was in Greece, and now I'm finally here. So it's fantastic to be here. Thanks for joining me, and we're now going to get on with dinner. So on the menu this evening, it's not what you think, cheese and biscuits. So I've stolen this idea, or copied this idea from, I can't remember the guy's name, I think he was Scandinavian, where he used a trangier, as I will this evening. And what he did with these tortillas, he actually cut his to size, but I think these are going to fit in my trangier 27. Got these from Aldi. So I'm going to line this with a bit of ketchup, barbecue sauce, then I'm going to put my pepperoni on there, and then I'm going to put my mozzarella on top of that. And I've cheated at home, cut some sliced onion up there. So with the tomato ketchup and barbecue sauce, I think that's one tortilla down layer, another one on top, and then you flip it over. Now this could be an absolute disaster, or it could be a complete success. So stay with me, see how this turns out. I've got another 3 Memphis Boulevard in the cool bag, and hopefully I will enjoy those, and before and during and after the meal. So we've got a bit of oil in the pan. You may be able to see me momentarily. So let's pop those in, pre-chopped at home. Just want to soften those to begin with. Turn that trangier down. Nice and low. So when they go on top of the tortilla, they're a little bit softer. Bit of cheese, pepperoni, barbecue sauce, etc. Not for too long. Just soften them up. While they're softening, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Memphis Boulevard, as correctly pointed out by another YouTuber, not Memphis Blood. Cheers guys. Bring you back when we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. Right guys, I've put some tomato ketchup on that tortilla, turn the gas off for a minute. So now I'm going to layer this with some pepperoni. Whoops-a-daisy, get that inside. And from what I've seen, now I'm going to put a lid on this after I put the cheese, onions and barbecue sauce on. The cheese should seal the tortilla together when I put the lid on it, so make it easier turning it over. But we will see if this is the case or not. So there's the cheese. Now I'm going to go on with a bit of barbecue sauce now. If it comes out nicely. Let's have a butcher's look at this. Come on. I think that's plenty for that. I'll give that a run round with the knife. Smear that round, even it out. Like so. Let's get a few onions on there that I did earlier. Half those onions, I think. I'm going to have 2 of these. That's about half. Whoops, one went on the grass, but never mind, grassy arse. Right, so now I'm going to put another one on the top. Spark that up. Turn that right down, and I'll bring you back when it's time to flip it over. Right, so this is starting to bubble away now, so I'm going to lift a corner. You can always tell by the smell, so that the base of the tortilla is starting to brown nicely. I can see, well, I can't lift it up entirely, but the cheese is starting to melt. And you can tell by the smell. So just press it down gently. Just encourage that cheese and flavour to ooze out, which it will. Let's have a look at the base of that. So that tortilla is ready to be flipped. So what I'm going to do, there we go, on there like that, and I'm going to just encourage that, whoops, back into the pan like so. So we're going to do the other side now. Lovely. Doesn't take long, and it really is a flavoursome meal, trust me on this. And there we are, look, both sides done. Cheese melted, pepperoni beautiful, onions, barbecue sauce and tomato sauce in there. Slightly toasted tortilla either side, piping hot, quick, easy, wild camping meal. I'm going to get it down my neck. Okay, so as I'm putting my sleeping system together, I've invested in the Big Agnes Rapide SL, super light. I've gone for the 25 by 72, which is about 6 foot, which I'm not 6 foot, so that's plenty for me. This is the first time I'll be using it this evening, so I can let you know how it performs in the morning. It's got an R value of 4.8, I've got the usual foil, well that's doubled up because I'm in the Bobcat tonight. Foil down there. On top of the Rapide SL, I'm going to put my Scottish silkworm. It's actually a bag liner, but I like to put this on top of my sleeping mat. Stop me sliding around and gives you a bit of extra warmth. So when I put my sleeping bag in, I'll show you that. So sleeping bag this time of year, Nature Hike CWZ 400 goose down bag. Going to use this as a quilt tonight. Original Trekology Aloof pillow, stuffed with pillows of my own, a little bit heavier but more comfortable. Scottish silkworm on top of the Big Agnes Rapide SL. So I think I'm going to be nice and comfortable in here tonight. Good morning. It's about 6:30 now. Slept really well. What I can say is the Big Agnes Rapide SL is a game changer. Really comfortable mat. I'm glad I got that. It's like being in your own bed without the smell of your own bed linen. That's not a bad view, is it? At the start of the day, had a few pitter-patters of rainfall a little while ago. Only showers. But yeah, I think I'll get myself up slowly. Chair doesn't look too wet. I may sit out there and have my breakfast and cup of tea. Or I may just have it inside the tent. We'll see. Breakfast is served. Didn't forget the custard creams this time. Can't beat a good cup of tea in the morning. Okay, as they say in the wild camping game, leave no trace, just a flat patch of grass. Bag of rubbish to take with me. Okay, that's it from me. A lovely wild camp. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time. Just want to say again, you know, get out there and enjoy the countryside we've got. See you next time, guys.